There's a remote region in China where the locals don't quite look like their neighbors. Some of them have strikingly Caucasian features, standing out amidst the surrounding population. For generations, these villagers have believed that they're descendants of Roman soldiers who settled here around 50 BC, over 2,000 years ago. This belief is backed by DNA testing conducted in 2005, which revealed that some villagers carried up to 56% Caucasian genetic markers. But how could this be? The Roman Empire never ruled over this part of China, and history tells us that the earliest known contact between the two civilizations didn't happen until 166 AD, when Roman diplomats visited the Han court. So is this merely a legend, or could it be a hidden chapter in history? Today, we dive deep into the mystery of the Chinese Romans. The theory of the Chinese Romans owes its origins to Homer Dubs, an Oxford University professor of Chinese history. In 1955, he published a paper titled A Roman City in Ancient China. Dubs traced the story back to the infamous Battle of Carrhae in 53 BC. In this battle, the Roman Empire faced a devastating defeat at the hands of the Parthians. Over 10,000 Roman soldiers were captured. According to some accounts, the Parthians relocated the Roman captives deep into their territory, possibly as far as Margiana, which is modern-day Turkmenistan, a region on the edge of their empire. Here, the Romans may have been employed as laborers, craftsmen, border guards, or even military experts and strategists. It's in such remote regions that 145 soldiers are believed to have escaped captivity and began wandering through Central Asia. According to Dubs, these Roman soldiers participated in local skirmishes and conflicts, their story largely hidden from the outside world. That is, until they came face to face with one of the most powerful empires of the ancient world, the Han Dynasty. In 36 BC, Chinese forces from the Han Dynasty fought a rebellious group in what is now Kazakhstan. During the battle, Han soldiers observed their enemies using an unfamiliar yet effective military formation, a fish-scale shield wall. This tactic is strikingly similar to the Roman phalanx formations, hallmarks of Roman military strategy. But that wasn't all. The rebels also fortified their position with a wooden palisade, a defensive structure commonly used by Roman forces to protect their camps and strongholds. Imagine the shock of Han soldiers facing a formation and defensive strategies they'd never encountered, their minds grappling with the possibility of facing warriors from a distant, nearly mythical civilization. Dubs speculated that the 100 to 145 Roman troops who fled Parthia might have been present at this battle, fighting as mercenaries on the rebels' side. Adding to the intrigue, an Eastern Han geography text from that era references the ancestors of these rebels, describing them as Liqian, a Chinese term often associated with Greco-Roman origins. The text describing the battle emphasized their astonishment at the disciplined movements of their opponents, movements that seemed almost mechanical in their precision. Dubs proposed that this group of mercenaries traveled with the Chinese and eventually settled in Liqian, now known as Liqian, a name he believed to be an ancient Chinese term for Rome. Fast forward to modern times, in 2005, DNA testing revealed significant Caucasian genetic markers among the residents of modern-day Liqian. The legend has become so embedded in the region's identity that the Liqian ancient city in modern-day China now features a Roman Colosseum-inspired visitor center, complete with 11 life-size statues of Roman soldiers. But as compelling as these clues are, skeptics argue that the story doesn't hold up to scrutiny. Could there be another explanation for the unique traits of the Liqian villagers? While the DNA results are intriguing, skeptics argue they don't necessarily point to Roman origins. Liqian's location along the Silk Road, a bustling trade route connecting east and west, made it a melting pot of diverse ethnicities. The Silk Road wasn't just a trade route, it was a cultural crossroads. Traders, adventurers, and even entire communities moved across its vast expanse, leaving behind genetic and cultural footprints. The Caucasian markers could easily result from centuries of intermarriage and migration. Moreover, no archaeological evidence has ever been uncovered to support the idea of a Roman settlement in the region. No Roman coins, weapons, or artifacts have been found in the area. One piece of evidence often cited is a 1.8-meter skeleton discovered in a 2,000-year-old grave in 2003. Proponents claim that this individual's height was notably taller than the average Chinese male of that era. However, height alone is far from conclusive proof of Roman origins. Additionally, Roman legions frequently recruited soldiers from conquered territories. By the time these soldiers reached distant lands, many weren't ethnically Roman but rather locals trained in Roman warfare. The rebels at the Battle of ZZ may have adopted Roman military tactics, but they could have originated from anywhere within Rome's vast empire. Skeptics also question Dub's linguistic connections, pointing out that the name Liqian could have origins unrelated to Rome, rooted instead in local or regional Chinese dialects. Despite the skepticism, the story of the Chinese Romans has undeniably transformed Liqian into a tourist destination. The legend has brought visitors from around the world to this once little-known town, eager to explore this supposed link between Rome and ancient China. As for the locals, the tale has become more than just a mystery. It's a source of pride and a connection to a larger historical narrative, whether rooted in fact or fiction. What do you think? Could Roman soldiers have truly made their way to ancient China, or is this just an incredible myth? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For more hidden chapters of history, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.